I get overwhelmed a little bit. And I would need some time to look at those. I want to study them because it takes me 2 or 3 readings to actually sink in some of this stuff. And we're trying as hard as I can to make this work for me. So giving that to me late, like tomorrow, that's too late. This will be over. So I need it's prejudice from Mr. Hill to even do that. He did it on purpose, I believe. So I wouldn't have a chance to look at them. That's what I think. But
well, I understand your frustration, sir. I don't appreciate you casting aspersions on other parties without any evidence. So I don't want you to do that. Well, here's my dilemma at this point. There's 100 pages of documents here. I don't think I can expect Mr. Warren or anybody, frankly, to read that in the next 2 hours or so. And taking into account his purported disabilities here, I'm going to give him benefit of doubt and give him I do want him to be able to receive those and go through them so he knows what he has, so he has a basis if he wants to object or not. And I think, Mr. Shore, you had a hand up for something or other.
I would prefer to speak off the record as to an ADA matter, and I'm not here to do anything but try to help. So it has nothing to do with subject matter or content of the case. It's about ADA access. I would just prefer to speak to you privately about that.
Okay. We will go off record, and if it's about ADA access only, that's fine. I won't discuss any matters in the case, so I'll go ahead and go off record. Mr. Hill, I know you probably are hesitant to.
Yeah, and it does need to be on the record. A plaintiff objects to the continued security communication. I understand these supposed ADA issues put the court in somewhat of a bind, but it's improper to speak to parties or their representatives outside the presence of the other party.
I'll, Mr. Shore, if you want
to. By all means, I'll go ahead and address that. He just used a disclaimer as to the disability. I'm not sure if he said supposed. Hang on one second. Supposed ADA issues. And my point was that the court also used purported disability. And to you cautioned Mr. Warren to not cast aspersions, which is fair. And I would ask that this be observed mutually, and that Mr. Warren's ADA access could not be cast doubt upon and or disclaimed in any way, because I mean that people experience discrimination like that all the time.
It's noted, and I would withdraw anything I said there. It was inadvertent. I did not mean to do that. And I will note for all parties that we're going to move forward here, giving everybody the full respect we can. And that was not the intention of the court to discriminate against anybody, obviously, but also not to cast aspersions.
That's all I needed to discuss, so we don't need to go off the record.